Hi everybody, new project for this week. The boy over the road who started me off on this motorbike thing, he's doing, I don't know if you can see that on that picture, he's building a calf racer for a guy. I think it's a 200cc. He asked me if I'd build the fuel tank. That was probably about 3 months ago. So this is what he's turned up with. This cardboard mock-up. So what we've got to do today is do a cutting list. He wants, now he gave me this here and said, could I put this lid down here? I said, well, the trouble is you're going to waste half your tank's fuel capacity and it's only tiny. Could we increase the bend on the top? Put the lid up here. He just said yeah. So he also wants fitting, I don't know if you can see on the picture there, he wants one of these exterior sight fuel gauge, which is what I was thinking of putting on one of my next tanks. So I'm going to drill a hole and silver solder a nut on the inside so you can wind that fitting in, put it at whatever angle you like. Oh, if you don't know what a sight fuel gauge is, all it is you put these unions on the outside of your tank, one on the bottom, one on the top, and you put a bit of clear pipe between the two, any sort of angle you want, and when you fill the tank up, the level comes up in that tube and you can see what you've got in your tank all the time. So we've got these. You can buy the kits on the internet, but he went down the hardware shop, so he wants to do it all sort of steampunkish. Got these. I said, well, I can just drill a hole in there, put a nut on the inside, and then you'll have to get some he's got to check whether PTFE pipe tape is fuel resistant, and then you can wind that in there. Come on, it's gone fuzzy. Wind that in there. This is all first time we've ever done anything like this. And he also wants one of the unions put on the bottom to attach the fuel tap to. But because this has got so many bends, I don't want to do it just out of flat plate, flat plate, flat plate. There'd be a lot of welding. So what I thought I would do is, I've been thinking about it for a while, is I'm going to make myself a little bending brake press up. I've got a big stacks of bloody metal laying around here. It's just going to be a couple of bits of angle iron, a straight bed on the back, because I just bend metal with 2 bits of angle iron with a hammer, which is okay, but if you're doing something like this, every single mark you make on the steel shows up in the paint. I'm not sure if he's going to fill this or if he's going to have all these welds exposed, because I'm going to do this with the TIG welder, which is another video I'll show you. I bought the plasma cutter, if you can see it down there, that comes with the TIG welder. I've only used it once, and I can TIG weld, but it's hard getting used to the civvy machines being so tiny. I was in the army, so all the machines are enormous. Anyway, that's just part one of the tank build. I'll do you a little video of the bending machine when I've done that, and then I'll show you this. What we'll have to do is, because he's done it square, we'll have to tack the tunnel together and then do all the welds, because obviously these welds in here are not going to be able to do if you mock it up completely. So we'll completely weld all the internal welds, make the tunnel up first, and then build everything from that. So it'll probably, these will be, if I can get the bender done, it'd be nice to do all these in bends, because then you've got no chance of leaks. So if when you work in a big shop and they've got a massive big 3.5 meter brake press, they make things like this. They have a programmer, they punch it all out on a punching machine, so you've got a flat plate, and then everything is already pre-cut, and they bend things like this up in sort of 2 or 3 pieces. because they're not like a brake press like we used to use, where you lift it up. They've got a blade coming in from the top and it bends up in a V, so you can put longer teeth in and bend stuff up. It's amazing to watch. You know, I've seen a bloke do something like this all out of one piece. You know, I couldn't even get my head around the order of doing stuff, let alone flipping program it in. But these guys are clever nowadays. Not like us Stone Age fossils, 50 years old. But anyway, that's part one, everyone, and try and get a few more videos going now as work's sort of finished for the year. That's that frame there is the next bike we're doing. This tank for someone else. I've just done a bit of plasma cutting outside. I'll show you that quickly as it's finished. That'll be going to the guy who's bought it. I'll just show you. Tree of Life. My brother did a big one, and someone asked me to do a smaller one, and they saw it on someone's house, and they said, "Oh, can I have one of those?" So that's cleaned up, mild steel, lacquered. Just go in the guy's porch. Anyway, that's me signing off. And hopefully in a couple of days will be another video on, will be a stage further. Okay, bye.